Back in 2007, Disney Channel had a massive hit with the show Wizards of Waverly Place, launching the career of superstar Selena Gomez. Now in 2025, a new generation of kids get to travel down a magical path of wizards with Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, premiering on Disney Plus in Canada March 1st, with Gomez and co-star David Henrie serving as executive producers. But the nostalgic Disney Channel callbacks don't end there. Episodes of the show are directed by Boy Meet World star Danielle Fishel and Disney Channel legend Raven-Symoné. The Reboot series takes us into the Staten Island home of Justin Russo, Henrie, his wife Giada, Mimi Giannopoulos, and their two kids, Milo, Max Matenko, and Roman, Alkeo Thiele. Justin has seemingly left his wizard ways behind him, with his family completely unaware of his magical powers. But that changes when his sister Alex, Gomez, arrives unexpectedly, in need of Justin's help to train young witch Billie, Janice Leanne Brown. In addition to Henrie reuniting with Gomez, their on-screen parents, Teresa, Maria Canals-Barrera, and Jerry, David DeLuise, are also featured on the show. For Maria Canals-Barrera, she had no reservations about the reboot with Henrie and Gomez so involved. David Henrie kind of gave us a little bit of a heads up that something might be happening, Canals-Barrera told Yahoo Canada. When he put out there, I was thrilled because he was doing it. And then later, I learned Selena was involved as well. I felt like we were in great hands. So I didn't feel any hesitancy about, oh gee, I hope it's good. They have such affection for these characters. They know what a difference they made in the lives of so many people. I mean, I get stopped every single day, at least twice a day, and people tell me how much they love Teresa. I can only imagine what they tell David and Selena. And then when I saw a run through the pilot and got to witness how good it was, I was thrilled. So touching on so many levels, callbacks to the original, to see them play the adult versions of Alex and in Justin was so touching. I got emotional when I watched some moments. While the original Wizards of Waverly Place was a fun and comedic show created for families, for many, Canals-Barrera's character was the first Latin American mother they saw on TV, with her being a robust character that was funny, but also stern and nurturing. It's wonderful to get to play somebody who has so many dimensions to her, Canals-Barrera said, especially as a Latin American actress. Hollywood is still working on letting people be everything that they are without putting them in boxes, whether it be the actor or the character. So what I loved about the original Wizards is I got to be just an American mom who happens to be of Mexican heritage. I just really love all the dimensions, all the layers of being a human being that they made sure that Teresa had as the mortal. That continues into Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, with Teresa now being a grandmother and having a particularly poignant moment with Justin's wife Giada. I was very grateful for that wonderfully written heart-to-heart moment. Wanted to live up to whatever expectations a mother-in-law has, that pressure of perfectionism that a lot of daughter-in-laws have, Canals-Barrera said. She also stressed that she never felt like she or her character were ever put in a box in the world of wizards, unlike what usually happens in TV shows and movies. I wasn't put in a box where every storyline was me either speaking in Spanish only or talking about. Whatever somebody else thinks a Mexican person is somebody of Mexican heritage, Canals-Barrera highlighted. It was how I really am as a first-generation American. We dealt with real things like my Spanish not being as great as I feel and the pressure that it should be. So she's teaching Alex Spanish. That was just freaking brilliant because that's a very common thing for first-generation Americans of all kinds of backgrounds having to deal with the language barrier where their parents translate for their parents. You never see that on television, but we saw it on Wizards and with humor and a lot of realness. But on the comedy front, the actor also gets to hit all the comedic beats with David DeLuise once again on Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, including an early moment in their reunion on the reboot where Jerry dropped the ball when it came to telling Justin they were traveling to visit his family. David DeLuise is so gifted comedically, like his dad, actor and comedian Dom DeLuise. It's in his blood, Canals-Barrera said. We were watching it and my older daughter was like, wow, David DeLuise always brings the fire. I love that it starts off with him letting us down again, Jerry, and so that frustration creates comedic gold. They really just pick up that relationship, the same dynamic that it left off with, and I really appreciate getting to play with that. And ultimately, for Canals-Barrera, it was a beautiful experience to watch her TV children, Henrie and Gomez, grow into such accomplished actors, executive producers, and human beings. It's amazing to see how much they've grown in their personal lives and to see also how smart they are when it comes to being our executive producers, Canals-Barrera said. I trust them. They know what they're doing.